Before every fairy tale, there is an ordinary boy, cheerful and incredibly hardworking, even when life is not easy. A boy full of dreams. His name is Sean. He comes from a very multicultural family. His mother is from Ukraine, and his father is from Mexico. And in that same part of the world, someone else was also racing against time. His name was Bruno. Bruno never imagined that in the middle of his busy days, working at the hotel, he would meet the love of his life. It was December 2024, and like every great love story, some do not begin with once upon a time. Some begin when two lives that never imagined crossing paths simply meet. Between illuminated hallways and the ordinary movement of the day, while adjusting the newly decorated Christmas tree, Bruno's eyes met Sean for the very first time, and they stayed on him. Sean walked by with a friend, handsome, impossible to ignore. In that moment, it seemed impossible to imagine that a single glance would change everything. Shy, Bruno hid behind the tree when he noticed Sean looking back at him. A few seconds later, destiny placed them face to face in the hotel's small candy shop. Sean asked where he could find someone to help him. With his shy and charming portuñol, Bruno replied that he could help, since he worked there too. Sean noticed his different accent and asked, "You sound different. Where are you from? Cuba?" Bruno smiled and replied, "I'm Brazilian, and you?" Sean explained that he was American and an English teacher. Then, almost without courage, Bruno asked for his number, saying he was looking for a teacher. But deep down, maybe he was already looking for much more than that. And right there, without either of them knowing, a new story was about to begin. The first messages came quickly. Even while working two jobs, Bruno found a small moment in his day to see him. Their date happened at night, at the Malecón de Progreso. They talked for hours about culture, dreams, adulthood, and in the silence of that night, it already felt like something was being born between them. A glance that lasted a little longer, a smile that was no longer accidental. Between conversations, laughter, and simple moments, something greater was born. Something those two hearts felt before they could even understand it. When Bruno said he needed to leave, Sean imagined a simple goodbye, maybe a handshake. But Bruno surprised him with a kiss, and Sean kissed him back, showing that none of it would end there. And that is how this story began to be written. When fate decided to step in, a message, an invitation, an unexpected meeting. Time passed, and what was once just a feeling became a partnership. There were new beaches, new conversations, painful goodbyes, and improbable reunions. Sean crossed countries for love, and Bruno realized he had found someone different, someone who would turn their love into a home. Today, between beaches, sweet messages, dreams, and plans for a lifetime together, one thing is certain: some stories are not made of castles. They are made of choices, love, and courage. And it was with you that I learned dreams are not only imagined, they are lived. Sean, if this story is a fairy tale, then I do not want an ending. I want forever. Will you marry me? Because what began during a simple trip is the life I want to live by your side forever.